Welcome to your Oracle reading for the week of August 12th, 2024. So I just want to preface this by saying if you're watching this and you've watched Stormy Grace's video for the astrology of the week of August 12th, because this video should be in the feels redundant to say it, so I'm not going to say it. Um, but if you've seen that video, Stormy Grace, it's an astrology channel on YouTube. I just want you to know that she puts in a lot of information. Do this, focus on that. What I want to do is give you something to actually focus on for this week, give you something prescriptive to think about and consider and maybe act upon this week that simplifies all of the astrology that she talks about. I'm not saying dismiss it entirely. I'm saying to know that and have that as a foundational element, as a setup for this reading. So don't focus on the astrology for the week. Focus on what is said in this video. Focus on what I'm saying. This is things for you to do and consider. Um, I actually commented on one of her videos saying you should use Oracle cards, and she responded back by saying, "Oh, I don't, those Oracle cards are not for me at all." And so I want to include this element of the video. Picture this video as part of Stormy Grace's video. So this is the second part of her video. This is me doing what I can do and using Oracle cards that goes with the astrology that she talks about for the week. All right. So I pulled a couple cards from Wisdom of the Hidden Realms by Colette Baron Reid. If you're not familiar with Colette Baron Reid, she is a spiritual teacher. She founded Oracle School. She has created 19 best-selling Oracle decks, including Wisdom of the Oracle, the Spirit Animal Oracle, which is one of my favorite decks, and actually the first deck that I ever got. And her newest deck, Guides of the Hidden Realms, which includes, she painted all of the cards on that deck. She fully illustrated those cards. So, Colette Baron Reid is also an author. She writes the books Messages from Spirit, The Map, and Uncharted, and other books. So that's a little bit of an introduction to her. So this is one of her earlier decks that I'm using right here. So the first card I got I asked the question, what does the collective need to know for this week? And I received the Desert Prince. And you can see the card has a phrase and it has keywords and it has the image here and it's sort of like a portal, like you're peeking into a hidden realm. Um, so this card talks about survival and false promises. That's what it says, survival and false promises, as you can see. So this is all about being resilient. If you're surviving in the desert, you have to be resilient. You can't wear a swimsuit or a snowsuit in the desert, otherwise you'll be very uncomfortable. You have to wear the right clothing, like cotton and things like that. Cacti survive in the desert, for instance, because of how they're built. So in a dry desert, you have to be resilient. And actually, the dry desert is one of her cards from the Enchanted Map Oracle by Colette Baron Reid. So both of them mean the same thing as, being resilient and having courage. This is about being tough through those difficult circumstances. If you're going through hard circumstances in your life, challenging circumstances, much like I am going through in my life because of all the regrets I have because of the things I did in the past that I regret. Um, you can feel hopeless in a desert. Like, when are you going to ever get out of this? It's endless. It goes on forever. How am I going to be able to make it through? How am I going to survive? So this is all about really choosing to to be tough and to dare to dream, to dare to have dreams and visions for your life, no matter what the circumstances are, to really find ways of being resilient, find coping methods of, survival, like, watching videos that you like, or reading a book that that you're interested in, that you really enjoy. Something to probably take your mind off of what is bothering you and focus on the things that are positive in your life. Doing positive things like applying for a job, having a structure to your day, finding a house chore to do. Whatever it is that's positive where you can focus your attention on that. So that's what I recommend. Now, the second card that I received from Wisdom of the Hidden Realms is the Resting Tree, as you can see right here. And I hope the light's good enough so that you can see the card. It is all about patience and stillness. So with the Resting Tree, this is not a doing week. This is not an action week. This is a week where you want to slow down, stop, take a breath, stop doing, and just sit with and integrate what you've done in your life and sit with it and reflect on it. This is very much a time to take a nap, either physically or metaphorically. Take a nap is actually one of the cards in Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid. So there's similarities here between the different cards and the different decks. This is about focusing on the present moment. Focus on the 24-hour time period. Focus on the here and now. And be present for your life. Focus on what are your senses taking in? What can I enjoy and what can fill my cup up at the present time? What can I occupy my mind with at the present time with my present circumstances? How can I use what I have and choose to show up for our lives in that way? Um, and so it's about allowing miracles to show up everywhere. It's about sitting back and smelling the roses. And allowing the universe, so you've manifested things, you've done the work, now you hand it over to the universe. Like you've set your intention, you've done what you've done, now you've done all you can, and then you're giving it to the universe. So that's what I invite you to do and consider for this week. So thank you very much for watching. I will see you next week. Bye, everyone.